To celebrate the highly anticipated return of the Mandalorian Season 2, I'm going to show you how to make the Mando's helmet. To begin with, you'll need a long strip of card. Wrap it around your forehead, adding an extra centimetre for wiggle room, and then tape in place. Next, you're going to need a balloon. This will be the stand-in for our head while we're building the helmet. Blow it up until it fits snugly in the ring we just made and tie it off. Then place your balloon into a stand so it doesn't roll away. And using thin strips of card, we're going to gradually build the top dome of the helmet. Carry on until it's completely covered and we can move on to the main body. Using some more card, which is roughly 19 centimeters or about 7.5 inches tall and long enough to wrap around your balloon, you'll need to find and mark the middle point. Then using a ruler, draw a 160-degree angled line either side of our midpoint, creating a V shape. Cut along that line and carefully attach the card to the dome of your helmet, which will hopefully leave you with something like this. Now we have the basic base of our helmet, we need to mark out where the T-shaped visor that we're going to see out of is going to go. Using a ruler, once again mark out the front midpoint. And then mark out the left and right side midpoints. Around 1 inch down from the join between the dome and the body, use a tape measure to draw a line between them. Before finally using some masking tape to section it off. Next, using reference images of the helmet, mark out where you feel the cheek should go. When you're happy, using a pair of scissors, cut them out, being careful not to pop the balloon. And all of a sudden, you'll start to see our helmet taking shape. To create the iconic sunken cheeks of a Mandalorian helmet, along with our 2 cheek pieces, you'll need 2 rectangles of card of the same height and 2 inches wide. Fold the edges to create tabs and attach the cheeks at a diagonal angle. Repeat this step for the other cheek. Remove the balloon and reattach the cheeks to the main body of the helmet. Use some more thin strips of card to fill in the area between the cheek and the visor. Secure them on the inside and trim off the excess. Now this is the point to make sure you're happy with the look of the helmet and make any little alterations. I ended up trimming off a few more centimeters from the jawline to make it more angular, and when I was happy, I began strengthening the mask. How? With paper mache. In a disposable container, mix 2 parts PVA glue with 1 part water. Mix thoroughly, and using torn strips of newspaper, we're going to begin the lengthy process of covering the entire helmet in 4 or 5 layers of glue-coated newspaper. It's important to make sure you wipe off any excess glue, because the first layer I did was very wet, and I had to wipe off a lot of glue. If it's too wet, it also becomes very heavy, which can distort the shape or even make the whole thing collapse. My advice, if you're having trouble, is to allow it to partially dry in between each layer. For me, 4 layers and 48 hours later, the mask is much sturdier and far easier to handle. Off camera, I tried the helmet on for the first time and using a pen marked where my eyes and nose sit on the front of the helmet. I redrew the T-visor in exactly the same way as earlier, making sure I would be able to see out of the visor. And using a pair of scissors, I cut it out and strengthened it with 2 pieces of card. Before we start painting, we want to get the surface as smooth as possible using sandpaper, starting with a heavy grit and then working down to a lighter grit. Spray with primer in a well-ventilated area. And using a fine grit sandpaper again, smooth out any tiny discrepancies you have. If you want to go the extra mile and get it perfectly smooth, at this point you could use a body filler or plaster to fill in any dents. The final thing to do before painting is the detail. Using reference images for the strip along the front, and on the top, before building the earpieces, and the back grille piece. Leaving us with this. I gave mine a spray with some chrome silver paint, and then at long last we can finally start painting. I really hope you enjoyed today's video and that it's inspired you to have a go and build your own Mandalorian helmet. With a few tweaks, this could easily become another one of your favourite Mandalorian's famous masks. From Boba or Jango Fett to Bo-Katan or Sabine Wren. You could even make your own unique design. Let me know what you think, or if you make this for yourself, down in the comments. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, check out my models and props playlist for more videos. Please like and subscribe to support the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.